Hi, this is Justin, the Poodle guy, and today I'm going to show you how to use Lightboxes in Moodle, and we'll use one of two sets of plugins, either the Poodll filter and Cloud Poodle for Atto, or the Generico filter and Generico for Atto. Either of those are fine. The Generico filter and Generico for Atto are actually free, and if you have a Poodle net site, then it's already installed, and you don't have to worry about any setup to do this. Okay, so let's have a look at a Moodle site. And we're going to use a forum because a forum is a good place just to hang around and do things inside the HTML area. This is our widgets pop-up. Click on that and we'll see all the widgets that are available. This is the Poodle filter. If you look at the Generico filter, there'll be fewer of them, but here is also a Lightbox filter for the Generico filter as well, Lightbox widget. Okay, so the first one is the most basic, which is the Lightbox 2. Lightbox 2. And here we have the link text to show. So let's say click to see a scary picture. Okay. So the text that will be displayed to the user to click to trigger the Lightbox will be click to see a scary picture. And within the tags, we put the actual element or the content that we want to display inside the Lightbox. So I have prepared a scary picture for us to put there, and let us add that in there now. Okay, so here's our scary picture. Okay, and it's posted to the forum, and pop open that forum. Again, we'll see, we don't see the picture, of course, we just see that link. And when I click on that, up pops the scary picture. So that's how we can use a Lightbox to display content in Moodle. Now, the situation arises where people want to use an image as a thumbnail to trigger the Lightbox. So let's have a look at how we might do that. So we'll go back to, or we can also use this page. Let's just edit this page here. Okay, and just above this image here, let's use the Lightbox 2 thumbnail template. Okay, and here we get to set the thumbnail width, and there's no trigger text, of course, because the text, because we're not going to use text to trigger this Lightbox, we're going to use an image. So what is the width of that image? Well, it's set here to 150 pixels, so that's quite good. Let's do that. And now we need to add our thumbnail image. So the image that will be used is the very first image in the content area. So if I had 2 or 3 or 4 images, the second, third, and fourth image will be what appears as content inside the Lightbox, but the first image will be the one that is used as the thumbnail. So let's add again, because I'm not very original, I'm going to add that same picture. Okay, and that will become the thumbnail. I could resize that now if I wanted, just to make life a bit easier for us, but the thumbnail will actually resize that for us, the widget. Why don't we just resize it just to and make our lives a little bit easier. 300. Okay, so the actual size of the thumbnail is going to be 150, but when you're editing a big picture like that, it can be a pain. And let's put some content in. So you cannot escape your past. There we go. Now let's save changes. So here we can see we have our original Lightbox, which will pop open the image in the Lightbox. And here we have our second Lightbox thumbnail that we added, and this will pop open that text that we displayed using this image as a trigger. Okay, so there it is there, like that. If we wanted to add more content inside that Lightbox, for example, not just to have that text, but to have another picture as well, I could go like this, and put another picture there. There's a man pushing a big rock. Okay, that's good. And save changes. Okay, click on the image, and there we have the man pushing the big rock. Now the situation may arise where you want to use a Generico or a Poodle filter template, but it doesn't appear in the list of widgets in the pop-up, and that means you need to set that up. So to do that, you can go to the site administration, and then under Poodle filter or under Generico filter, look for the templates. Let's go and have a look at the Generico templates. So let's say we're looking for the Lightbox 2 thumbnail and it's not there. So we choose an empty template here, pop that open, and we can choose from the presets here. So we actually have the Lightbox 2 template here. So if it wasn't available, you didn't see it, but you wanted to use it, you would use that preset there. That would pre-fill the text and you would have a Lightbox 2 template. Okay, now let's just go back a little bit. There's also the situation where you come across a template that somebody has made that is not part of Poodle, but they've shared that, and that happens in the Moodle forums or some other location like that, and you want to use it. Well, that will usually be a file, like a .txt file or a .json file. And you can just drag that file, in this case with the Lightbox 2 thumbnail text file, just drag that over the green bundle button here like that. And that will have the same effect as using a preset. It'll fill everything up there for you. Okay, and then you can just go down and press Save Changes. Okay, so now we'll have a Lightbox 2 and a Lightbox 2 thumbnail in our Generico pop-up. Okay, we have Lightbox 2 and Lightbox 2 thumbnail. Okay, so that's a very brief introduction to Lightboxes and Moodle. So the plugins that you need are either the Poodle filter and Cloud Poodle for Atto, or the Generico filter and Atto or Generico for Atto. And if you have Poodle Net, then it's already pre-installed, so you're ready to go.